Let's see how we can use the MDETERM function in Google Sheets. We have the MDETERM function Google Sheet open, and it has the data template we require. We have some 2x2, or 2x2 matrices. And we have one 3x3, or 3x3 matrix. We want to find the determinant of these 2x2, or 3x3 matrices using the function, and check or validate it by calculation. So if we have a 2x2 matrix, whose elements are A11, A12, A21 and A22, that is first row in column 1 and 2, second row in column 1 and 2, the determinant of this 2x2 matrix is A11 into A22 minus A12 into A21. So, A11 into A22 minus A12 into A21. And if we have a 3x3 matrix, whose elements are A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32 and A33, that is the first row in column 1, 2 and 3, second row in column 1, 2 and 3, third row in column 1, 2 and 3. The determinant of this matrix is given by A11 multiplied by the determinant of this 2x2 matrix, that is A22, A23, A32, A33. The determinant of this 2x2 matrix is A22 into A33 minus A23 into A32. So we have A11 multiplied by A22 into A33 minus A23 into A32. Then minus A12 multiplied by determinant of this matrix, that is A21, A23, A31, A33. The determinant of this 2x2 matrix is A21 into A33 minus A23 into A31. So we have minus A12 multiplied by A21 into A33 minus A23 into A31. Next we have plus A13, multiplied by the determinant of this 2x2 matrix, which is A21, A22, A31, A32. So we have the determinant as A21 into A32 minus A22 into A31. So we have plus A13 multiplied by A21 into A32 minus A22 into A31. So to get the determinant of this 2x2 matrix, we will first head to the B5 cell and then use the MDETERM function, which gives the matrix determinant of a square matrix. A square matrix is a matrix with equal number of rows and columns. Since we have 2 rows and 2 columns, it is a square matrix. It takes square matrix as an argument. An example is shown. For our case, we will write equal to MDETERM. Square matrix is given in the A2 to B3 range, so we will write A2 to B3. Let's close the bracket for the MDETERM function. We see that we get the determinant of this matrix as 50. To get the determinant by calculation, we will write equal to A2 multiplied by B3 minus B2 multiplied by A3. We see that we get 50. Same as we got using the function. Now to get the determinant of this 2x2 matrix, again we will use the same formula. Since we have not locked this range, we can just copy this formula and paste it here. Get auto updated, we see that the range is updated to A9 to B10. The determinant of this matrix is also 50, we can check if it is the same by calculation. So we will write equal to A9 multiplied by B10 minus B9 multiplied by a 10. We see that we get the same result as we got using the function, that is 50. Next, to get the determinant of this 2 by 2 matrix, we will head to the B19 cell. Copy this formula from the B12 cell and paste it in the B19 cell. We see that the range is auto-updated to A16 to B17. We see that the determinant is minus 250. To calculate this determinant, we will write equal to A16 multiplied by B17 minus B16 multiplied by A17. We see that we get the determinant as minus 250, the same as we got using the function. Now, to get the determinant of this 3 by 3 matrix, we will first head to the F6 cell. Then we will use the MDETERM function. The square matrix in this case has 3 rows and 3 columns. And it is from the range E2 to G4. Let's close the bracket for the MDETERM function. We see that we get the determinant of this matrix as 50. The determinant of this matrix can be calculated as A11 multiplied by determinant of this matrix minus A12 multiplied by determinant of this matrix plus A13 multiplied by determinant of this matrix. If we check closely this 5, 10, 1, 12, 5, 10, 1, 12 is the first 2 by 2 matrix, whose determinant is 50. So for the calculation we can write equal to A11 or 8, which is E2 multiplied by determinant of this matrix 50, which is B5. Then minus A12, or 2, which is F2 multiplied by determinant of this matrix, that is 1071 12, which is the same as this 2 by 2 matrix, which is also 1071 12. Again, the determinant of that matrix is 50, which is B12. And plus, A13, or 1, which is G2, multiplied by determinant of this 2 by 2 square matrix, determinant of this matrix whose elements are 1075 10. Which is the same as this 2 by 2 matrix, 1075 10, whose determinant is minus 250, which is in B19, so we'll write plus G2 multiplied by B19. We see that we get the determinant as 50, the same as we got using the function. Suppose instead of this 3 by 3 square matrix, we had a matrix with 2 rows and 3 columns, so it is not a square matrix but a rectangular matrix. We would get a value error. The function MDETERM parameter 1 expects number values, but is empty and cannot be coerced to a number. If we change this range from E2 to G4, to E2 to G3, this becomes a rectangular matrix. The function throws an error. MDETERM has a non-square matrix number of rows, 2 in number of columns, 3 must be equal. Let's change it back. With this we have successfully learned how to use the MDETERM function in Google Sheets. Thank you for your time. Please like, share, and subscribe if this video was useful.